going to cover the geography of ancient Rome and Italy as well. In today's lesson, we're going to cover the land area of ancient Rome and Italy. We're also going to discuss the main waterways of ancient Rome and Italy. And we're going to wrap up today's lesson with the natural resources of Rome and Italy as well. To begin the lesson, let's talk about where Rome is located. You have the United States, you cross the Atlantic Ocean, you go through Spain and France first. The next main country that you get to is Italy. Rome sits on the western border of Italy. Today, Italy is a peninsula. What a peninsula means is a piece of land surrounded by water on three separate sides. 1, 2, and 3. On the northern side, France, Germany, Austria, and Switzerland all border Italy. As a result of it, it is only bordered by water on three sides. So, that's why Italy is a peninsula and not an island. Because if it was an island, it wouldn't have any countries that bordered it. It would be all water. If you look at your map that's at your desk, Italy is also shaped like a boot as well. Most of Italy was either made up of two things, hills or mountains. If there was any fertile land, it was around three areas. Around the northern plain, which the Po River helped make it fertile. Latium, due to phosphate off of the volcanoes that were prominent in Italy as well, or in that region. And Campania. Campania is the same reason as Latium, due to phosphate off of the volcanoes. Let's move on and talk about the main waterways of Rome and Italy as well. There are three main rivers of Rome, or Italy: Po, Arno, and the Tiber River. Rome developed on the shoreline of the Tiber River. That's why you see the Tiber River as close to Rome as it is. Climate. Climate also means weather. So that's really what we're talking about when we talk about climate. Rainy winters, hot and dry summers in most of Italy. That is primarily the Mediterranean style climate. In the north, snowy winters, summer rain, wet spring, and wet fall. That is primarily the type of climate that is in the United States. Okay, so most of Rome, or most of Italy, is 1, rainy winters, hot dry summers, but in the north, it's like the United States, snowy winters, summer rain, wet spring, and wet fall. 2 quite diverse types of weather conditions in 2 areas of Italy. Let's move on to resources. There are 4 major resources that Italy is known for. Wheat, grapes, and olives are the primary ones. Then you also have concrete. Now, what concrete was used, or how they made it in Italy, they took the volcanic ash that flowed down from the volcanoes and they mixed it with the water. And that is how they made concrete in Italy. You also have copper and iron that are 2 other resources that were prominent in Italy. But the 4 main ones were wheat, grapes, olives, and concrete. Those were the 4 main ones. So today, we have talked about the land area of Italy and Rome, and where Rome and Italy are located on the globe and on the map. We have also talked about the main rivers of Rome and Italy. We moved on to climate, weather of Rome and Italy, and we have wrapped up with the main resources of Rome and Italy. This is today's lesson on geography of Rome and Italy.